Everywhere that I looked just didn't feel like the right fit. And I looked at a bunch of online seminaries. When I found All Paths, though, I knew it was going to be the right school. From the academic program to the advisors to the faculty that they had to the endorsements from so many different organizations, I knew that I had found the school that I was going to join. What I didn't know was that I was going to find the spiritual home and spiritual community that I'd been looking for 20 years.
I think that each All Paths graduate has a great opportunity to establish a ministry that can be world-changing.
In the approach that APDS takes in making sure that you're going down your unique journey of learning, of building ministry, and of being able to change the world, you're learning about not being the light at the end of the tunnel. You're learning about being the light that illuminates the tunnel.
It's the sparks of light that come from each student that join this bonfire of joy that is the school.
So I think that All Paths has always been kind of cutting edge.
Well, I just can't say enough about All Paths. All Paths has an incredible curriculum, much better than the seminary I went to be quite honest.
But to be able to give students who would never be able to go to brick and mortar, but here they are having that same spiritual connection online, which to me kind of exercises that spiritual muscle that tells us we are one, we are connected. The physical cannot separate us. There is no separation. I almost could say I'd like to go back and do it over again and do it online through APDS.
Yeah, so the moment I laid eyes on the school's description that came across my path, I was instantly grabbed. They spoke my language. I was like, where have you been all my life? This is exactly what this is for me.
What All Paths recognizes is the student's heart, the heart of their ministry, the essential inner passionate drive to make a difference, to make a contribution. And that is more valuable than any credentials that they might come to the school with. So they're not judged on their performance in academia, which is wonderful because that would be a patriarchal system of selection. So have you got your degree? Have you got your master's degree? None of that matters. Obviously, to write a paper, one has to be literate, but no one has to be super qualified in a patriarchal institution in order to be a member of the school and to make a magnificent contribution to the school and to the world.
And so that's, APDS, that's what we mean when we say we are the change. We are in an ever, we're ever in process of becoming the love that we are, co-creating with the divine as we go, which is essentially mystery. That's really hard to put into words, but it is the mystery that we live.
So the school's name is All Paths Divinity School, and we are primarily an online interfaith, interspiritual seminary. And it grew out of a lot of the interfaith work that I've been doing over the last 10, 15 years. It was quite a natural expansion of that. And what it is that we do is we walk the path with others. Some of the courses we do is this interfaith ordination. We also have an Interfaith MDiv and M Theology degree, and we're also going to be starting shortly and what we're calling Death Midwifery certification. And so we find people coming to us because they're really wanting to serve, and we're all serving in our own ways, but perhaps we're wanting to just dive into that a little bit deeper, or perhaps we're already doing work in the trenches and just a little bit of a title supports and helps us in that work. It just kind of gives us a little bit more gravitas. People orient to us differently when we have all these labels and titles, perhaps. But most of all, we find that people are wanting just to have this support network. And so what is different about what we're doing is that we're really student-centered. We're about the person that comes to us. We don't mold them into what we feel they should be. We really support them, and we help them connect the dots in their own life, their own living, the riches of what they've experienced before they come to us. And we just help them deepen and expand that.
But we have the essential component of the subjective experience. And what we ask our students to do is to marry the head and the heart. Most people come into the experience with concepts, presumptions, expectations. And I would say to them, let all that go, because what you're about to enter, you can only experience by holding on to the idea of approaching this with what Suzuki Roshi called beginner's mind. This experience will only work for you if you can approach yourself, the learning process, and the end goal with beginner's mind. We are the gate that we have to walk through to discover the wonder, the beauty, the glory, the power, the magnificence, the undyingness of the spirit which resides within us. I feel the strength of the school is its vulnerability and its sensitivity to all the elements within it. Each student, each place the student finds themselves is precious to us and part of the process. If beginner's mind can produce such genius and such melding and interweaving brought about by the students in their own process, sparked by their relationships with each other and the school, the possibilities of the school are beyond anything we could dream of.
It has given me freedom to explore and to find myself in levels I never expected when I signed up. I was hopeful that it would be an experience, but I had no idea it was going to be this rich of an experience. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I mean that. I'm getting a little, but I mean that. This has been one of the. I'm due to be ordained soon, and if I don't break down sobbing with joy because this has just been so amazing, it'll be a miracle.